Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well at your places. And today we'll be doing a very important reading part of our English, that is comprehension. See, what is comprehend? Comprehend means to understand. चीजों को समझ के चलना, right? And this comprehension, it has a paragraph, and given below are the question and answer, sometime word meanings. You just have to do all these exercises on behalf of this, right? And to have a good command over this, there is a habit you should all develop, that is the habit of reading. It can only help you to achieve this in seconds only. And please make sure that you read regularly so that you can have a good command. In just reading comprehension, you have to read the lines thoroughly and find out those words which can be matching in this, and you have to complete the question answers. So let's just begin with this by giving 2 3 examples. It will be very clear for you that how to solve a reading comprehension. So comprehension. We'll be reading the following and then we'll be answering the questions. So this is a reading comprehension on the apple tree. Apple tree के ऊपर बात हो रही है. Now grandmother, she was sitting under the apple tree in her garden. देखिए वो garden पे बैठी हुई है. एक बात ध्यान रखिएगा, पेड़ के नीचे बैठी हुई है, दोनों के बीच में अच्छा खासा डिफरेंस है, इसीलिए यहाँ पे अंडर आया हुआ है. Right? Under means there is a gap between the person and the thing. Her grandchildren, they were happily munching the juicy apples from the tree. वो क्या कर रहे थे, इस ट्री से ये एप्पल्स निकाल के मंच कर रहे थे, खा रहे थे, ठीक है. Who planted this tree here? Grandmother asked one of the children. One of the children, he just asked her grandmother कि ये पेड़ किसने लगाया है. Now come, I'll tell you that how this tree came to be here, said their grandmother. Grandmother is saying that please come here, I'll let you know कि ये पेड़ किसने लगाया. Grandmother began. I came to live here more than 50 years ago. She's saying that she used to reside over here since 50 years, and one day she was standing about where this apple tree now stands talking to my neighbor. और इसी जगह पे मैं एक बारी खड़ी थी, तभी भी ये apple tree था, and I was talking to my neighbor. And I was telling him that I wanted to earn a lot of money. She was saying that I was just telling to that neighbor कि मेरे को बहुत सारा पैसा कमाना है एक दिन. Now the neighbor, who was very wise man, said to me, "It's too simple." ये क्या कह रहा है? It's very simple. All you need is to begin well. कि आप अच्छे से start करिए. Right where you are standing, hidden in the ground, are the hundred of rupees. He's saying कि जहाँ पे आप खड़े हैं, वहाँ पे क्या है? Hundreds of rupees क्या हुए हैं? छुपे हुए हैं. And it's up to you to dig them out. और ये आपके हाथों में है कि आप उसे कैसे निकालती हो, right? I was then a young woman without much understanding of the ways of the world. She's saying that she was too young to understand all those concepts which were told by this men. And the next day, I dug a huge hole in the ground, but I found nothing. She's saying that next day I was just digging the ground and I didn't find anything. That man had told me that there are 100 bugs over here, was digging over there. Now the next morning, when my neighbor saw the hole, he began to laugh, and he was laughing that why I did this. Oh dear, I didn't mean that you are actually had to dig a hole. She said that वो हंसने लगा. She was not able to understand those concepts because she was not mature at that time. She said कि आप ये चाहते थे कि मैं यहाँ पे क्या करूँ, एक गड्ढा खोदूँ. Now I'll tell you what I really meant. Now he is saying that now I will tell you कि मैं क्या कहना चाहता था. The neighbor then gave an apple sapling and said, "Take this and plant it in the hole." Neighbor ने उसको क्या किया, एक एप्पल का seed दिया, and he said कि please plant this in the hole you have a dug, means आपको एक गड्ढा मिल चुका है. Now look after it well. In a few years from now, when this saplings become a tree, you will start getting money. He said, as soon as the tree grow over here and you'll be selling the apples, as it's an apple tree, you will be getting a money. And this young apple plant, it will reward you. और ये छोटा सा पेड़ आपको बहुत ही ज्यादा reward देगा. Now I planted the apple sapling and looked after it well. और मैंने उसकी बहुत देखभाल करी, और ट्री दिनों दिन बहुत ही बड़ा होता गया. एंड ओवर इयर्स इट हैज बिकम द ग्रेट ट्री दैट यू आर सीइंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. बहुत बड़ा पेड़ बन चुका है जो आज आप देख रहे हैं. आई हैव बीन सेलिंग इट्स फ्रूट्स ऑल दीज ईयर्स. और मैं इतने सालों से इसके फल बेच बेच के पैसा कमा रही हूँ. This tree has certainly given me back hundreds and hundreds of rupees. मैंने बहुत पैसे कमाए हैं हजारों में. Even today I earn money by selling this delicious fruit. और आज भी मैं ये delicious fruit बेच बेच कर पैसा कमा रही हूँ. I have never forgotten the lesson which was taught by my neighbor, that little plants will grow to bear. छोटे छोटे plants ही हैं, छोटे छोटे steps हैं जो हमें बड़ा सा आगे काम करने में मदद करते हैं। अबंडेंट फ्रूट समडे, अबंडेंट मीन्स बहुत ज्यादा ह्यूज क्वांटिटी में हमें फल मिलता है। If only you can take good care of the plants you have today, if only you are focusing on all those efforts that you have to bear it today so that you can have a good fruit in the future. So this basically, this paragraph teaches us that we should do small efforts, we should study small hours, like we can study in small, you can say some span of time where we can give small efforts, and these small efforts will basically become into large, and you will definitely get a delicious fruit. This was just given a paragraph which has given a very good moral. On behalf of these exercises are given, and you have to complete your exercises on your own. Moving on to the next paragraph is the summer vacation. देखिए, summer means गर्मी की छुट्टियां। अगर इस वेकेशन की जगह ये आ जाए, इस वेकेशन का मतलब होता है प्रोफेशन, राइट? आपका कोई भी प्रोफेशन। These all are basically, they have different spellings but same sound. Now Pratishtha, she has gone to her aunt house in Palakkad, Kerala. केरला में वो अपने क्या कहते हैं, मासी के घर गई है, and she is just spending her summer break over there. So we will be reading that how this Pratishtha, she just spent her time with her aunt. Now Pratishtha's aunt, जिनका नाम है Sudha, she is an early riser. What do you mean by early riser? Those who wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Pratishtha also decides to get up early in the morning. With like her aunt, she also decided that she will wake up early in the morning. And Shraddha and Pradishta, they both often goes for a walk. देखिए, दोनों की बात हो रही है, that is why and और conjunction दिया हुआ है. During the day, Pratishtha likes to sit near a window and see the different kinds of birds. She used to just sit around the window and just look outside and looking around the birds. She can identify birds such as sparrow, pigeon, crow, and miana. And miana. She is able to identify different birds that she is just looking after the uh, through the window. I should I wish that I could see so many birds back home in Mumbai, thinks Pratishtha. Pratishtha is saying that when I'll go back at my place, I wish मैं वहाँ पे भी इतनी सुंदर सुंदर birds देख पाऊँ. The birds, they says, came and drink water from the bowls in the Aunt Sudha garden. Actually, Aunt Sudha, she has put a bowl which was full of water so that all the birds came over here and just drank. Now Aunt Sudha, she just enjoy making breakfast for both of them. Her aunt, she is very much enjoyable in making all the breakfast for her as well as for her for Pratishtha. And she mostly make poha and idli. Sometimes she make upma and doklas too. She used to make South Indian food and sometimes too Gujarati. And Pratishtha helps her aunt in the kitchen. और Pratishtha अपनी aunt की बहुत ही ज़्यादा मदद करती है. After breakfast, Pratishtha, she just like to do her holiday homework as given by school during as she has came for the summer break. So Aunt Sudha reads the newspaper, magazines, और उस time पे Aunt Sudha, she just might be she liked reading. She used to spend her time in reading, and sometimes they enjoy the visit fantasy park, और कभी कभी वो fantasy park भी जाया करते थे. And Aunt Sudha also tells stories about kings and queens to Pratishtha. Pratishtha को king और queen की स्टोरियां बताया करती थी. एंड प्रतिष्ठा एंजॉय लिसनिंग टू दी स्टोरीज, और प्रतिष्ठा को बहुत ही ज्यादा मजा आता था अपनी मासी से कहानियां सुनने में. देर इज अ स्मॉल मार्केट नियर सुधाज होम. उसकी आंट के पास, आंट के घर के पास, देर इज अ स्मॉल मार्केट वेयर प्रतिष्ठा शी जस्ट गोज फॉर शॉपिंग विद हर इन द इवनिंग. प्रतिष्ठा एंड हर आंट दे यूजुअली प्ले लूडो एंड स्क्रैबल एंड वॉच टेलीविजन, और वो टीवी देखा करते थे. एंड एट नाइट प्रतिष्ठा शी जस्ट रीड राउट स्टोरीज फ्रॉम अ स्टोरी बुक टू हर आंट, और आंट को वो लाउडली स्टोरीज बोल के सुनाया करती थी. एंड समटाइम आंट सुधा शी ऑल्सो नरेट स्टोरीज लाइक प्रतिष्ठा फेल एस्लीप, की प्रतिष्ठा सो जाए, so she used to narrate the story. Narrates the story means by giving the live examples. Her aunt, she used to explain Pratishtha by basically giving the live example. So this was all the two paragraphs which was given, and you just go through them, read, do all these exercises on your own. It will be very easy for you. Please make sure that you understood this. Please go through each line thoroughly, read quietly and calmly. If you're not able to find the answer in one go, then no issues. No need to go. No need to be panic. Please again go through it and silently read the lines. In between the lines, you will definitely find some difficult words, and whatever the exercise is given over here, please do this on your own. Please make sure that you do reading each day so that you all will have a good command in solving the reading comprehension. And one more thing, please make a habit to solve at least one reading comprehension on your own each day. And stay hydrated, keep smiling. Thanks.